For us weebs, anime is the one thing that matters most inside of our lives. However, due to society, we can't exactly show our love for anime at all points in our lives. I'm sure that you've all felt this way at least once before, where you wish that you could just act like your favorite anime character in real life, or maybe your favorite anime archetype. However, you might not have done it because you thought that it would be cringe and socially unacceptable, and to an extent, you would be right. However, just because the rest of the world is not yet on board is not a reason to not do something. So, it is today that I will be examining whether you should act like an anime character in real life. Now, we obviously can't go over every single anime archetype or common behaviors that anime characters go over. So, I'm just going to share my personal experiences with acting like an anime character IRL, and you can draw your own conclusions from this on whether this is the right path for you. To begin with, we have the anime sound that anime girls like to make. Recently, I've been incorporating this into my dialect, especially when I'm talking with my friends, my family, and just about everyone I come in contact with. Overall, I'd say that this one is not actually that bad of an idea to incorporate into your life. I've only had a few people tell me to shut up, with the majority of people just being confused and not quite understanding. Could have been much worse, so I'll take it. Next up, we have using Japanese honorifics in English conversations. Now, you could easily get away with this if you're actually Japanese. However, I'm not, so instead it just comes off as completely tone deaf. Unfortunately, this one isn't a joke. I actually did this when I was in middle school. I used to go around putting chan at the end of everybody's names. Overall, I managed to lose about 5 friends from me doing this for about a year. I've gotta say, this is one that I do not recommend, unless you have actually good friends who would support you through even your cringiest of phases. Last on this list, we have going nya in real life. Unfortunately for me again, this is another one that I've actually done before. Having learned nothing from my previous mistakes several years earlier, this time, in my second year of high school, I set out to become the ultimate catboy in PE class, and would constantly say nya and try and get everyone I knew to also say nya. Amazingly, I managed to escape with 0 lost friends. However, many of them did secretly think that I was extremely cringe. In this situation, I'm going to chalk it up to luck that nothing went worse. Overall, I've gotta say that I would not recommend this one either. Now, if we look at the statistics here, 2 out of 3 of these situations ended poorly, with 1 out of the 3 ending neutrally. Overall, there was no real positive experience here, at least in retrospect. At the moment, I felt powerful, like I could truly be me in a way that I've never been able to be before or since. It was truly liberating, and an experience that I recommend everyone tries at least once, or maybe not. It was actually very cringe. Overall, you're going to have to draw your own conclusions here and determine whether the people around you could actually accept you for acting in such an awful manner. I can't make that decision for you, but all I can say is that if enough of us start acting like anime now, then maybe one day it will finally become acceptable.